Hey guys, good morning. I hope you're having a great Labor Day, and just going to give you a couple quick updates on a new lick for you guys to try out today. But I want to say thanks again for everybody who's signing up to this. Going to give you a couple quick updates on a new lick for you guys to try out today. But I want to. All right, I fixed that. Okay, so what we're going to do today is let me tell you the updates on the course. Just a reminder that if you have my blues bundle, this is the last day that you can sign up for the free course that starts September 20th. It's a 5-week course that'll teach you how to play Blues Volume 1 in all keys. And we do it with 2 keys a week. And you're going to get over like 6 hours of training absolutely free if you have the bundle. If you have the bundle, I have a crazy price. I think it's like $42, and you get all 3 volumes. And the reason I say for everybody to have the bundle to get this free course is because we do licks from not only Blues Volume 1, but I teach you how to incorporate the licks from Volume 2 and Volume 3. And you have all the sheet music. It's like 3 hours worth of licks and videos. You get the videos for all the courses, and you'll always have those, just like you'll always have the September 20th course videos. All right, so here's what we're going to do today is I'm talking just about the blues scale. And I just want to go over a quick thing regarding how you think about transposition, and I'm also going to show you a very simple blues lick that you can play in all keys. Okay, so here's the first thing we're going to talk about. When you think of a C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, thumb under, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. You need to know the notes in terms of numbers. Whatever major scale you're working with, you have to think C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Okay, my numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this is important because we're going to learn, of course, the first 5 notes of the blues scale. I love to have my hand in this shape right here. Boom. If I don't even have to look at the keyboard, and I know that I can go to all of those notes. The reason this is important is because this is the first building blocks of learning about the blues. You know that those are going to work. In my left hand, I'm just doing 5-2 to 5-1. I'm thinking about chord notes. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have this. I call this right here automatic pilot. It's really important to get the shape and to be familiar with the first 5 notes of the blues scale. And so all you have to do is think 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now I can transpose that into all keys because I've practiced it, and that's part of what we're going to do in the course starting September 20th. Is we're going to go through these simple patterns in all keys. The one I did yesterday was taking the C octave, playing the flat 7th, which is an important note, the 6th, the flat 6th, and then it goes into the first 5 notes of the blues scale. This is so important. So I'm just coming down the scale and I'm seeing what notes actually work and sound good, and this will help you with transposition. Okay, so we just did the first 5 notes of the blues scale, and you're getting your hand familiar with this shape, okay? Now here's some important things to know. If you're in the key of C and you go down 3 half steps, then you can play the A blues scale, the first 5 notes of the A blues scale. Listen how nice this sounds if you just go up to the first 4 notes. Or maybe this. Okay, this is important to know because you can use the C blues scale, first 5 notes, or you can use the A blues scale, right? And then here's the next thing is we figure out, okay, we're in the key of C and we're doing, that's the 6th note, that's the root, that's the 2nd, and that's the flat 3rd of C, right? And this is important because if I go to D flat, I think 6, root, 2nd, flat 3rd. Now these are patterns that should be accessible to you guys, and it's going to really help train your ear as you're learning these patterns. If I'm in D, that's the regular D blues scale, but if I go down 3 half steps, now I'm in B, and I'm doing the B blues scale, right? Okay, let me show you 2 quick licks, and then we'll call it a day. At least I think I may do a live training for all my bundle people, which I've been excited about that. But here's what we're going to do. So you're doing a C blues. Let's go ahead and do the whole scale. So 1, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7, and 1. And what I would love for you to be able to do is to very slowly get to where you're playing this in multiple octaves. But let's go ahead and figure out ways that we can transpose or use different parts of the blues scale. Now, in Blues Volume 2, we do this idea of using this part of the blues scale. So your 5th, flat 7, root, and your flat 3rd. So you can do like this. Or I could do a triplet feel. Okay, but let's do this lick. We're going to start with whatever chord we're on. So we're on C. Let's do. Actually, I like that better. And 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2. And I'll tell you why I like this better. A lot of the time we do licks, and we always have to make sure we don't just resolve every single time. So whatever lick we're doing, I'm going to resolve, right? So I end and it resolves. But I like the tension of a lot of the time ending on a note that's not the root, so not a C. So if we did this, we end on that. That's actually a flat 3rd or kind of a sharp 9 voicing. Is kind of cool to do there. That's resolving it. Now here's the other way. And both are important. I like to go practice flowing with the blues scale, but sometimes you want to make sure you're figuring out different notes that you can end on that are not the root. Okay, we're going to transpose this in just a second. So if I'm root up to the minor 3rd, and then I have flat 7, root, minor 3rd, flat 7. If I'm in the key of F, right, and I'm going to do this, so 3rd up to the flat 7. Up to the flat 3rd. See what I did there? I did root, flat 3rd, and then I get to the tritone, and then the root. I'll do that again in C really slowly. Go to the 4th, and then the root, and I end on the minor 3rd. I'll do it one more time, and then I'll go to F. The key right there is getting to that tritone with my 4th finger. So when I go to F, I got to get to that tritone with my 4th finger, and I go to the root and then the minor 3rd. And in my left hand, I'm just doing 2-5 to 5-1. 5-2 to 5-1, and that's just our root 5th of a C of an F scale to D. And that's the other important thing, is we have to learn our major scales, right? So F has 1 flat, and it's B flat. So there's your B flat, the 4th note of the scale. And then when I'm actually transposing this lick, I go 1, flat 3, flat 7, tritone. So sharp for not the regular B flat, right? And I go down to the root up to the minor 3rd. That keeps the tension there. Okay, so let's do it a couple more times in F. And it's really important to practice very slowly. Again. Now what if we were going to do this in our simple C blues right now. We're doing C, F, and then we're going to do G. So if I'm thinking about G, I have to know my G major scale, which G has one sharp, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. And my fingering for a G major scale, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know this may sound very basic to some people, but it's really important to, even if you're kind of an advanced player, to be thinking about your numbers and your major scales and how the blues scale relates to that. Because I know about the G major scale, I can easily do a blues scale, a G blues scale, 1, flat 3, 4, sharp 4, 5, flat 7, 1. I can play the whole scale. And the fingering is going to be the same as you did on C. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, thumb under, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now let's go ahead and learn this lick. We'll do it right here. We'll do it lower right now. So 3. And what I'm doing is 3, root, flat 3rd, flat 7 to the 5th. And then I have to go get to my 4th finger on the sharp 4, and I go down to the root and up to the 3rd. So let me go up the octave. Slowly here. We're going to go root. So that's the first thing I'm going to think of, is starting my middle finger on the G. That's a good pattern to get under your fingers right there. And I get sharp 4, 3rd finger, root, 3rd. Nice little turn around. And then if I go to F, remember that I do the same thing. And I'll go back to C and practice that. So we're going to go to the C with my middle finger. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed that idea and that lick. And the reason that this is important is because I want you to be able to play the blues scale and get familiar with that. But then you start making it your own by coming up with your own licks, right? And that's a great place to start. Okay, the other thing is, I talked about the bundle. Those of you guys who have the bundle and you're in the group, I sent out an email this morning. I've been doing daily videos, even though we don't even start the course until September 20th. But I did the video of an early morning practice session where Blues Volume 4, which I have all the charts here and I've been going through them. It's a really cool course. I have a bunch of some of them are pretty easy licks and some are a little bit more challenging, but they're all really fun and unique. But one of the licks that I started out with in the new course is the Dwight lick. And so I sent this to the email list, and I think I sent it to everybody on my email list, but this is the Dwight lick. Dwight is one of my students, and he's an amazing guy. And during one of our lessons, he came up with this idea of tritone, and then the flat 7, and then the root. So da 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 da. And what that is it's the root up to the tritone, the sharp 4, and then he went 4, flat 3rd, and then down to the flat 7. So I do thumb down here and then 2nd finger. So let's just go ahead and learn this lick, and I will put the link in the description for you guys to get the chart. Actually, just sign up for one of my email lists, and you'll get it. Everybody will get that today on the email list, if you're on any of my email lists. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So I love this because of that tritone. That's such a neat sound. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now root tritone 4, flat 3, flat 7, and we end on the root on this one on purpose. We have a lot of tension going on there with that tritone, so it's okay to resolve that. All right, when we go to the key of F, we're going to go right to that tritone. I'm going to use the same fingering. I am going to use the same finger. So here we go. So what did want to do root, tritone, 4, and I did flat 7 with my thumb and end on the root of that. And now I'm going to go back to C. Now let's go to G and go ahead and get this in G. We have 5-2 to 5-1, no problem there. Root up to the tritone, which again has a great sound. 4, minor third. And watch my thumb down to the flat 7, right? And back to C. Alright, now let's just say you had this lick going, right? And you had this lick going. Just that one lick. So right there. And then you also had this. Now I'm going to do the Dwight lick on F. Now listen. I'll do the Dwight lick. Here we go. Here we go. All right, guys. Now the last thing I'll show you is when I showed the example to the group this morning, I said, all right, here's the Dwight lick. But what we didn't talk about too much was the fact that this has the New Orleans feel bass line. So it's a 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. In fact, Blues Volume 4 is all about this particular bass line. And 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. So listen to this, guys. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And the key is repetition, all of this stuff. You get it figured out, and you get the right fingerings, and you practice slowly, but you repeat and get this practice idea of focusing on specific material. Maybe this morning all I'm going to think about is this. 2 and 3 and maybe I'll do the other leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now how am I going to get this lick against that C? Well, the way you're going to do it is by mathematically thinking about 1 and 2 and. So the and of 1 and 2 and the and of 2 is the tricky spot with this bass line. 1 and 2 and. So it's the offbeat that makes this a not really nice bass line. So I have to figure out, well, where does it line up? 1 and 2 and. The G and the E line up together. That really helps me out. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Now what if I did the Dwight lick? 1 and 2 and it's by itself. 1 and 2 and 3 and so it's always by itself in with this bass line. And 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. There it is, right? Here's the first 4 notes of the A. I'll do it one more time. Here we go. How about the Dwight lick? 2 and 3 and. All right, guys. So I will probably do a live later, but just wanted to remind everyone, if you already have my blues courses, email me, Bob. You can do the bob@iMusicAcademy.com and let me add you to the list. It's absolutely free if you have the bundle. If you don't have the bundle, it's like $42.99. I put the link in the description. You get all 3 volumes. You get all the materials. And it's materials that we use in the practice sessions. You get added immediately to the practice group where I've been doing daily sessions, and you get access to the 5-week course that starts September 20th, which is going to be over 6 hours easily of material and lives and all that. So it's my way of giving back because we are really building a nice community, and I absolutely love having everybody in it. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.